Hey everybody, welcome to SideQuest episode 5. I'm super excited. We're doing something a little different today. I don't think we've ever done much about crafting on any of these shows. We always do all of our crafting and stuff like that off screen. So we're actually going to be handling a little bit of that on screen. There'll be a little mechanic work, but nothing crazy. And today we have two people for this side quest. We got Everston and Voss. Bring us over here. Hello, how are you guys doing?
Hey.
You guys pretty good?
All right.
Anything special we should mention before we go into this? So let me think. Oh, time frame. So we should probably talk about that. This side quest takes place towards the end of their year off, specifically in the 10th month during Spite. And Spite is a month where people go to find how souls that are part of their family or friends have died and how it happened. And they go to get recompense for it, like serve justice. Like if it was another spirit, find them and get them fettered. Or if it was a person, find them and get them jailed or, murdered, depending on the group that you belong to. So that is the perfect month for this because the crafting we're doing involves needing a very specific soul to fetter. Voss, do we want to talk about that now, or do we want to let it just come out and play?
We can let it come out and play. That's fine.
All right, we'll let it come out and play. So
You tease.
So the music right now that we're playing is Ritual. It's the new album from Norse Foundry. It is awesome. It's made for Ravenloft. There's 30 tracks. You'll hear a lot of them during this show. It is one of my favorite things that have come out as Athantia has got that gothic flair to it, that Victorian gothic feel. So we are going to be going and doing a pretty big flashback here for myself. We're going back to not only a predominantly important part of Athantia as a setting, we are actually going into when I owned a video game studio and using some of the art from back then. So we are going to Canicus, which is known as the Boneyard. And the Boneyard is called that because when all of the tides washed away, the water went away, and all the ships that were in shipyards fell to the bottom of it, be the river they were in, the oceans they were sailing on, whatever it may be, they're left behind. Well, Canicus was a capital, a port, and a channel where most of I would say some of the largest and most important ships in the world were docked. So when all the waters washed out and went away and the tide started to swoop in, all these ships fell, this became this boneyard, as many people have called it, of crashed ships in this channel. And Canicus is also now, because Volg believe in the rights of salvage, and that is something that is recognized at least in Ingrad, in the main area that we play, in the main continent. They have taken Canicus as the right of salvage. And one airship has crashed here across the channel, and they have built their entire nest there, their clutch. And specifically the Violet Clutch is here, which is the group that handles a lot of the worldwide salvage rights. And they write all the paperwork and thing you need. For those who don't know what salvage rights are, it's the concept of if you found it and you have the rights to it, it's yours. Or if you found it and no one has the rights to it and you get rights written to you, it's yours. Like treasure hunting. Literally like treasure hunting. So, we're going to set
Treasure hunting with paperwork.
Yeah, hunting with paper. Well, hunting and then finalizing with paperwork. So we're going to be going there, and we are taking the Erie Echo, which is the tugboat that Everston owns, and the captain of it is Riggs, captain and mechanic. They have a crane on it and everything to cherry pick things out and have a way to get things onto the tugboat. So this one, if I remember correctly, runs on dark tides, correct? It's a dark tide engine on this thing. Doesn't it pump out like black smoke and horrible stuff? Yep. Yeah, all right. So we're gonna start.
Every time you ask, I panic because I don't remember.
You should write it down.
And as soon as you say black smoke, I'm like, yeah. I do have it written down. It's in a document that I don't have bookmarked on this browser for reasons.
So then with that, I think we're going to start with the Erie Echo hovering in the channel for for the Boneyard. And my question to the two of you to set the tone: 3/4 of the day is filled with tides in that channel. Some go up above the Zeppelin that is crashing across, which is now the Violet Clutch. Some of it goes all the way up there. Most of the day it is below or right where it hangs. So my question is, are you going to try to hit that 1/4 of a day, or do you not care?
I mean, for ease and safety, we'll try and hit that 1/4 of the day, but we've got lanterns. We're prepared for it.
Excellent. On the ship, as the camera pans across the deck, the captain is up in the seated part, and the tugboat is in the front so they can see when they hook to things. So he's up in the front looking out, and that would pass by this porcelain-beaked Thomas Vogue-like creation, which is Riggs. As he pulls the horn, as you come in, you hear that of the horn as he's coming down into the lower parts of the channel. Next to him, there is a man with blonde hair pulled back in a ponytail. He's got an emerald monocle on. He is holding the Emerald Order patches on him. He's currently putting a jacket over it to cover the fact that he is part of the Anderson family. He is the son of who was once running the director of expansion, which is now Voss.
Technically speaking.
Yeah, and he's in the black and golds, and he's got like a coat over him, and we're in Spite, which is the equivalent to like March, like spring break, so it's cold still. Usually you go somewhere nice for spring break. You guys are not. You're going into a horrible place for spring break. And as it goes down the stairs and passes Everston, standing on the dock, probably getting the crane ready, along with Voss. Sitting next to Voss is a large-nosed, very gaunt features, gray to pink skin tone, black eyes, and that is Risen Fallfeather, the Spriggan, who is also training under you, sitting next to you. And he's got a large, like, hook blade. The end of it is actually, like, curved. And the back end of it is a wrench for, like, tightening and untightening stuff, like actually working, and it's adjustable. And he is sharpening the blade right now as the camera falls on the three of you next to the crane. Down below, you can hear the calls from Tav. Tav Bluebeak is the contact that you have within the Violet Clutch, and he is getting you the rights to be able to search a fallen vessel. This vessel is known as the Gorgon. Voss, I would like to start with a roll for you. I love when I don't tell them what we're doing.
You fucking dick.
Yep. So, Voss, can you please give me a... Society is all of your history stuff, correct?
Yes.
I would say
Unless
society
it's specific.
or religion for this would count. Oh, no, sorry, arcane. Society or arcane. Actually, not religion.
Oh, I'll definitely do Arcana instead.
Okay. Give me a roll.
I also have Technomancy lore, if that helps.
You have Technomancy lore? Oh, fuck yes. That's perfect, actually. Now I'm going to bring us to the map.
14 on the die plus 14 is 28.
28, that's pretty good.
Because they're easier to hit DCs.
Yeah, the lores are easier to hit DCs. That is true.
Yeah, because you're like it's a specialized like area of knowledge, so it's like they make it easy on you. It's really nice.
So let me grab some dice here with my new replacement.
Oh shit!
Good looking die.
Yeah, dude. I got a lot of
Blood red is back.
And it rolls an 18 for me to start this. So
That's why he's wearing the hat, right?
He's waving, the blood hat. He's waving you down, and the camera slides down the crane as you're lowering the crane down to pull what would be the cargo hatch off of the deck of this ship. The ship is solid metal, plates everywhere. It's rusted, and many parts that are like brass and stuff are patinaed, and it has a shell-like quality to it of metal over the entire ship from bow to stern. It's half buried. and the crane lowers and he hits the magnet onto it and screws the hooks in, cranks them in for you guys to pull this off. Drew, what do you as the player remember about the Gorgon before I fill in the extra info that I don't think you've ever learned?
The Gorgon. Wait. The Gorgon was the tug that we had when we were playing Malik and
No.
different ship.
The Gorgon was the second ship to be built in the fleet after the Light Hammer. It was the ship that was specifically flown by the mages that had worked with the True Faith to help create all of their flying airships.
That's probably what I know then. Me, Drew, because that part sounds vaguely familiar. I was thinking of, or no, what was the name of the ship that we had when we were in Eisenheim?
It wasn't Gorgon, it was something else. Doesn't matter.
No, it was. There was a Hydra bound to the engine.
Yep, but that's not it. It was something else entirely.
Kelly would know.
Kelly would know. Kelly, when you watch this, let us know.
Scream it at the screen and then write it in the comments.
Write it in the comments, please. Write in the comments below if you remember what the name of the ship is. So that's what you remember. Well, I will tell you with the 28, which is higher than what most of the other characters would have known about this. The Gorgon was flown by specifically a group of mages, one for each school of magic. The head of it was an evocationist. And the second in command, the co-pilot, was a transmuter that was known to be able to create the same effects as an alchemist stone by the sheer use of his blood. He was born that way and no one knows why. Specifically, what he was good at was turning things to stone.
That tracks with the name. Okay.
Uh-huh.
As the screws go in, and he's like screwing them in with this like crank machine. He looks up to you and whistles, and the camera pans down and sees this red-skinned Volg with a blue-black beak. He's wearing leather armor with just loops everywhere with tools, keys, and then on his left-hand side, he's got a satchel with a bunch of scroll cases. And he whistles for you guys to crank it. Everston, how does your crane work? Is it manual? Someone there has to operate it? Does the ship just rise to pull it? How does your crane work on the Erie Echo since it's your baby?
Since the crane's probably used for lifting and lowering autonomous more than anything else, it's probably an automated motor.
In case it like catches, it stops and doesn't seize on you. Or at least you hope.
Right.
So you
turn the big ass lever over and it's just
so it starts pulling. I need you to give me a D20 roll. I'm going to be using the level of ship that I have over here. And we're going to see if this thing can actually crank this open or if you're going to have to go down and do something else to get inside. While you're rolling that,
come on.
Risen looks back and he goes, "Hey, Voss, how dangerous is this? You said that, after we met with the Violet Clutch that stuff could be in the ship still. This thing seems like it's sealed like a coffin. I mean, are we actually going to be a problem?" As he turns and stands up, he's small. He's not even medium. He's small. He stands up. He's like, "Is this going to be a problem?" And as he like hooks the blade on his shoulder patch, and you can see he's got this metal shoulder cowl, and the hook blade sets in the cowl, so it swings between his arm and his body. Like,
nice.
It hangs there. He goes, "Do I need to bring something more than this?"
So I don't know, mate. Hopefully it's gonna be fine. But that's part of the biz. This is why I brought you.
So what did you roll, Todd, for the crane?
I got a 9 on the die.
Well, you all have 3 hero points for the day. I'm assuming you're each going to bring 3. My question...
Yeah, I'll spend one.
So you want to spend one?
Everyone always says, Todd never spends hero points. Well, guess what? They're all going away now, and that re-rolled to a 2, so that sucks.
So it goes, and the boat stills a little bit, lists a little bit. Riggs looks back and he's like, "Hey, Everston, do I need to just pull it?"
We might need a bigger boat.
Looks like.
You hear the of the engine, and black smoke goes across the deck of the ship. And inside of it, you can hear the whispers of the deceased talking to you as they flow by. And as he pumps it up, the smoke starts going up as he pulls hard. And you hear pop, clink, and you hear wow, wow, wow from down below as the metal piece that was it hooked to detaches and flings forward. I fail my reflex save with a 1. The metal piece hits Tav.
You have hero points. You have hero points to spend.
I didn't give him any. I rolled to see if he got any to start. That's how I do it. He got none. I hit Tav, and it sears through, cleaving him through his stomach as he dives. And he falls to the ground as a tug pulls it off. And looking down, you can see he rolls and falls into the hole as he was trying to dodge into the ship with a metal thong. And your crank continues to pull up the metal plate. And as a plate comes up in the view, the camera sees it, and the entire edge is just covered in blood.
Fuck me. Everston!
Risen goes,
"Man down!"
Bad. And he like leans over
Man
and
down.
looks down. He's like, "Do you want me to go?" And Risen, as he's asking the question, like he's gotten an answer, jumps off the ship and casts Featherfall near the bottom.
God, fucking Everston!
He's right next to you. What are you doing? Riggs is bringing
An
the ship around.
auspicious start.
Do what?
Not an auspicious start.
No.
I can't leave him down there alone, mate.
So
And
as
then
the ship starts to turn and come back in, and the metal cranks, it's in spot, you get it on the deck, and he starts lowering it down quickly to get down there. It's going to take him probably 8 rounds, 10 to 10 rounds to turn it and bring it around and come down. He jumped. He's probably down there in 2. I'd say you're a good, when he pulled, 300 foot above as he yanks this thing off as it snaps. Like, I should say 100 and 300 forward. Like, he got some distance. When he's coming back down around, my question to you all is, do you wait for him to bring it down and land, or are you going to jump as well?
Man, we're too far back in the timeline for me to have the items that would be perfect for this. So
well, that's not true. I don't know how. We're only 2 months away from that year being up.
Voss climbs
Right,
onto
but-
Everston's back, and he's like, "Mate, jump."
Oh,
All right.
so are
I
you're basically acting
trust
as
him.
bulk on him and casting
Yep.
Featherfall.
Featherfall.
All right. If you're jumping on him and jumping off, I only need an athletics check between the two of you to make sure you don't fall off as you're floating down, because you're gonna fall hard, and then I'm assuming cast it.
Yeah.
Okay. To rush down in a round.
you want me to roll it
that's
then, or are you saying
Athletics
Voss?
for you. Athletics for you. And then the Featherfall just goes off, correct, during a fall?
Yeah, it's a reaction for me to cast
Okay,
it.
perfect. So you don't need to make Constitution.
23.
23. You grab, hold on to
I'm
him.
pretty low today.
The Featherfall goes off. What does Featherfall look like when you cast it? Is there a visual for it?
I don't think there is.
I didn't ask what the book said. I'm asking what your Featherfall looks like. I assume every wizard casts their spell and they look like they cast it.
Yeah, it would be a set. He grows a set of like ethereal black vulture wings that just kind of
Oh, as he fucking lands, just kind of encompasses and lands.
Yeah.
So as you touch down the hole below, he looks like he fell in. The Gorgon is a large ship. Most of it is buried under the years of dirt and debris that have buried this vessel. I mean, think of like you're seeing maybe a 50-foot section of what is a 300 to 400 foot long vessel.
Okay.
Wow. And he fell in, and you look down. If you have any form of vision, I'd like to know what it is. And 2, I need to know, during this time, the lantern, I assume, you brought with you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Because the ring didn't get built till after this, and you're learning to use the lantern, correct?
That's right. That's what my sabbatical was about.
So if you have the lantern on you, that gives you 60-foot daylight out to it. You can't see where he landed.
Oof.
Would
So he might be 60 feet or more than 60 feet away.
Or he might have hit and slid, because this is on an angle. You don't know what's in there. You don't hear any cries for help or anything. And right now, Risen is hooking up. He's trying to smash a python into the metal to hook a rope to get down, and the python is just sparking and denting. He goes, I think we gotta got to jump. I can't get a rope attached.
Is there anything else down here that we could attach to, like a bulkhead or something? Are there any?
If you walk up the way about
40
feet from here, there's probably like a rail or something you could tie it to, but you're gonna lose 40 foot of rope.
Maybe while we're here, we'll have to develop some sort of like cable pulley system for Everston.
Oh my god!
It's like
a belt,
1,000-foot cable
in front of a
Jeep. On a belt.
Basically,
exactly.
A grappling gun.
I'm thinking of the stuff like the wenches you use for climbing in the mountains and stuff with vehicles, where you like wench your vehicles where you can't drive.
Hook shot.
No, you already have something on your arm.
I have a hook shot.
So how do you want to get down? What do you want to do?
The quick way, I think.
Jump?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how far it is. And you're jumping into the dark with the lantern. Now, I'm not opposed to it. Or if you have enough rope, you can tie it to that place 40 off. You're just going to lose 40 foot of rope. Or you wait for the crane to come down and they lower you in with the crane. But you're talking 10 rounds.
Yeah, no, if a minute is going to be a long time.
I'll
be like...
Down.
Yeah, fucking hell. I'll yell down, Tove! Can you hear me, mate? And then,
give me a perception check. You're actively listening, so definitely roll. I don't think you have assurance on this or anything, so.
20.
You don't hear a groan or anything. Just the creak of you guys standing on the hull of the ship. Just the of the metal. Especially with Everston standing on it. This is old machinery.
Risden, do you have that spell again?
What? Oh, Featherfall? Yeah. Man, but I only get 2 a day. It's part of my family's name.
Right. Well, I only get 2 a day either, and I want to save it just in case we need it. So, climb on. I'm still on Everston. Climb on.
He's climbing on too? Oh my god. He's like, all right, he's small. So he climbs up on the other shoulder, hangs on to one of the hooks that are on him, like the rings. How much weight exactly does Featherfall hold? I need to know how that works. You be stacking hard right now.
Not really, because bulk counts as light bulk for him.
That not for the spell, though.
Yeah, we did the math earlier. I can carry 2 bodies without being encumbered. 2 medium bodies.
You can. How does Featherfall work?
It's just you arrest
One
60
creature.
per
Target
round.
slow falls to 60 p per
My
round.
God. Well, I'm glad you found how to break a spell already. Good job. So you
It's
carry
a
both
first
of
level
them.
spell.
I know.
They're
it's
made to be
ridiculous.
broken.
So yeah, right. So as you jump down, cast it again, and you fall. You fall 90 foot. Hit. You're on the angle. And when you land with the lantern, the camera would just see you guys falling in this open hall that has a bunch of rigid shelving that goes from floor to ceiling in this 90 to 100 foot, sphere, almost submarine like. It's like a flattened eclipse, like along. And when you land inside it with a thud, the place is covered in boxes and debris that have been shattered, broken open. And the lantern, when you land, shit flees from the light. This greenish light that spills out in the inside. There's a blood trail, a blood splat, and then maybe 40 foot from there, where he bounced and hit again. You see more, and you see an unconscious body.
Run.
So 1 round down, 1 round I'll say of conversation, and then a second round jumping down here. Land.
So 3 rounds.
Land 40 foot away. What's your stride, Everston?
I can move 30.
So 30, you could get to him, and do you have 10-foot reach?
I do.
You could get to him, reach, and move him if you want. 1 action, a jump, fall the full distance. Actually, falling 90 foot, technically, if you fell, hit, you'd have 2 actions. You could move to him and be done. I think that makes sense. You could move all the way to him.
Okay. I'll do that. I wouldn't want to move him, though, the way.
So you
I know that much, at least.
Yeah, no.
casted a spell. That was 2 actions. What would you like to do with your 1 action left, Voss? And Risden
No,
will
Feather
jump down
Fall is a
immediately.
reaction.
Yeah,
Oh,
feather
that's
fall's a
right.
reaction.
You're right. So you'd have 3 actions left. So 1 to jump off.
1 to jump off.
1 to
and
move to
I'm
him.
going 1 to move to him, and I'm gonna hit him with my. Yeah, I can't let this dude die. I'm gonna hit him with my other moderate max healing potion, so he's gonna get back 34 points.
Okay. He, as you see the feathers like part and the skin grow together on his stomach and the organs inside starting to seal back together, as this like greenish aura spills over him. And he's like, oh God, whew, I've been hurt scavenging before, but that,
Don't move, mate. I rolled a nat 20 on a medicine check. How is he?
I
So
took
32.
I took 92 points of damage.
Ooh.
I took 92 points of damage on the crit. I had 80 hit points.
Okay.
I failed
So-
my death save twice. And I stabilized on the last one.
Jesus Christ. Like, can I move him?
Yeah, he can stand up after the medicine takes effect. He's definitely wounded now. He's wounded 1. He stands
Right,
up and his leather armor is like pushed up, and he like pulls it back down over top because it's magical. And he pulls out a small cylinder, and he slides it into a loop and snaps it, and it sprays out a 30-foot cone of light. And he starts, it's detect magic and light, and he starts looking over all the shelving. And he's like, I've been hurt before. I'll be fine. God damn it. I did not dodge left. I dodged right.
You're okay, though.
I'm sorry.
Enough.
Sorry it happened. We'll have to be more cautious with that crane in the future.
Oh, are you kidding me? You just pried off that piece of metal you have up there? Ain't nothing like it. It's a composite of some form of mithril and I believe a white fatalis, but I'm not positive.
Now, just to be clear, mate, what exactly is out of game? What would I know scavenging rights to be? Like, if I got them for this ship, does that mean I have the lid too?
No, you got him for the object you were looking for in the ship.
Got it. Okay.
You did not get it for the entire Gorgon. They will not give the rights for that because the ship is too old.
Got it.
Now, if you want the rights for that, he would be willing to write that up for you, which we can discuss if you'd like. I don't know if you want to do that now inside of the hull of a magical vessel.
Yeah, no, not right now. Not right now.
So as you land in the cargo hold, this cargo hold is further than the daylight of 60. He has detect magic up. Risden goes, oh shit, we've got to get Anderson. We left him. He's gonna miss it all. And as he says that, you see the crane lowering him in finally, and down below with a lift on it and a bucket, so that you guys can load up whatever it is you find.
Nice.
Kyle goes, is everybody all right? Looks real bad up there. There's blood everywhere. And all Tov goes is like, yep, I've been shot in the face before. We're all right.
Jesus Christ.
The true attitude of a person in a world of magical healing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's got a huge scar. Huge. So, what exactly is it? You said you're looking for, and he pulls out papers. A fucking Zorn? What the fuck is a
That's
Zorn?
right, mate. Well, it's hard to explain. It's basically a mouth with arms.
Use your goddamn words. I mean, does it do anything special?
Use your goddamn words.
Couple of things.
Smartest guy in the room.
Couple of things.
Do you want to give me? I'm assuming you've done research on this, so I'm going to assume you know what they are. In the upper right-hand corner, if under the letter I, type in Zorn, Drew, and just click that icon, and you got all the info.
The basically they're a type of elemental.
Like an earth. Oh shit! This thing is called the fucking Gorgon. Oh god damn it! I did not bring the right gear for this.
Do you need to go back up to get something else?
Time for that. We're on the clock. You got an hour in here.
All right. Well, it's yeah, basically, it can burrow, it can glide through the earth. It's
yeah.
They hit kind of hard. If it's still alive, I don't know if it would be, but it's got 3 arms.
All right. Well, we got 4 of us. 4 of us down here, right? 1, 2, the big guy, 3. Want to split up? Everyone's got light, right? And Risen's like, I mean, let's just call out so we know where we are, and I'll take Kyle with me, and let's split up.
I'd rather
gotta
keep
search
you
all the
two
grounds. And they look at you and they go, "We are mages. We'll be fine."
All right. If you need anything, let me know.
Well, we'll holler. It echoes in here, and he yells. And sure enough,
just scream.
You just hear an echo through the entire hall. You know that it should be in the cargo hold, which is what you are in right now. You have done all the blueprinting, everything you needed. You know you have 1 hour to find it, and you're like, it's got to be here. It's the only thing that makes sense from all the blueprints I've pulled and everything that I've done.
Okay.
So, searching through this place, do you want to go towards the bow or the stern? You don't know where in the cargo hold it would be.
Are we like halfway in between?
You're closer to the bow of the ship. You're like 3/4 of the way through it.
Yeah, we'll go forward and then start heading
sweep
backwards.
the front quickly and then start meeting them. All right. So you see them wander out of the 60 foot of light as you guys start wandering the other way. Tav will travel with you guys to make sure that you don't take anything else. He does warn them. He's like, I will know if you take something else from here. And if I don't know and I find out, I will sue your entire lineage. Do not take anything, is what he says to the 2 wandering off. Like, yeah, we got it. And as That is said, Kyle goes, but my father, and you see him get an elbow in the ribs from the Spriggan from like up below. He's like, don't do it, man. He's like, I know, but I could get us some. Let's go. And they wander off into the darkness.
Voss kind of shakes his head at that and he's like, he'll fucking learn. He'll learn someday.
Well, your mother said that whatever you needed from here, I am to help you. So let's search. And as you guys wander through, looking through this place, I need everyone to give me a perception check. It would have been penalized, but because you have the lantern with you, you'll be good. And you do see spirits flowing around. So a lot of spirits are here in the vessel, but you do not have salvage rights to those.
26.
Okay.
28.
Okay. Between the two of you wandering through, you get to the front, and along each side of you. So if this is 90 foot deep, it's probably 150 wide.
Jesus.
And as you sweep, I'm assuming you're gonna like sweep from left to right, or are you gonna like sweep in and mark? Like, how do you want to search this large of an area?
Yeah, it'd probably be just like a cloverleaf type.
Okay. So if that's the case,
Nautilus pattern.
Not the Nautilus pattern.
Yeah.
The travel for it, it's probably going to take you a good chunk of an hour to search this entire area if you don't get lucky and find it. Just this front quarter of it, like searching the boxes, looking through the names, all that kind of stuff. So my question is, do any of you have a way to modify this to make it quicker for the group? Like, do you have a way to search? Do you want to use a knowledge check to maybe locate like the section of this area that you would be looking for? But I can tell you, when you sweep the left, there's a bunch of cages, and on the right-hand side, there's shelving with boxes from floor to ceiling. A lot of them are broken and shattered, but
It'd probably be in the cage section.
okay, that's where you're gonna go with, is the cages. And you got a 28.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go through the cages. Go ahead.
Sorry. Did I have, in my research, did I find a manifest at all?
No.
Is that how I know this is here?
0. You knew it was here because the ship had crashed in this area after a large fight during the 10 Years of Darkness. It was the most powerful ship in the fleet, even more powerful than the Lighthammer. And what took it down is unknown. They just saw it lose all power and crash into the channel next to the Boneyard. And it was one of the biggest news articles because that meant that the Boneyard owned one of the most expensive pieces of True Faith history.
Got it.
So everything you did is like newspaper clipping and getting shit together to find this.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the cages would probably be our best bet.
Now, that wouldn't be there might, and Tov would tell you, we've never been in here. We have not opened this thing out of fear of what's in here, but your mother is very persistent.
Yeah, I'm aware, mate.
So, I mean, I say we find a manifest. That would be, we go to the front or go to the back and try to find a manifest. I think that's probably the best fucking idea.
Well, it would probably be near the cargo hold, right? Like the door coming down.
Well,
is there like
the
a
door
station?
coming down? No, that's like where you open up the bow of the ship to put stuff into the cargo hold. There's nothing up there. It's going to be down in here somewhere.
The manifest would be?
Yeah, because you're inside this ginormous 150 foot wide.
Sorry. Cargo hold coming down. Would there be like a station or like a box where you would put like tools, like small break room?
You
for
pulled
something
an
this
armor
size?
plate off of the ship and entered.
Oh, it wasn't a door. Got it. Okay.
As a matter of fact, give me a craft roll.
Oh boy. 27.
Ship landed upside down.
Ah, fuck me. Okay.
It landed, hit, and went boom like this.
Do a barrel roll into the.
But that's important. So now you know why everything fell out of all of its spots, why the cages look awkward because they're up in the air and along the wall, but not at the area you're at. There's a gap. And he goes, oh, well, shit. Well, I mean, I hope you brought Fly or something for Rite of Salvage. Otherwise, this is going to be very difficult for you, I think. And he pulls out a pocket watch. He goes, 45 minutes.
Right. Let's go.
So where do you want to go? Front? Along all the cages?
Yeah, along the cages. I mean, I feel like it's going to take... If we're looking for a needle in a haystack, we might as well look for the needle we're looking for instead of a fucking piece of paper that can say, yes, it's here, but it doesn't say where.
So you wander along the cages. They're all different sizes, and they're all different make. Most of them are made of metal. Floor, ceiling, walls, bars are all metal. But they are metal plate doors with like the classic slide to talk to whoever's in the gate. Almost like a prison cell, but they're not open so that things can't fall out. Your arm doesn't fall through it. You don't like fucking get your arm stuck and break it. They are for transport. And if you open any of them, look in, there's bones in almost all of them. So they definitely held living creatures at one point in time.
Are they labeled at all?
No, they are not labeled. No, yes, they are numbers. There are numbers on them. Fuck. The number you're at right now is, you're this far back, 135. Because it'd be 3 rows high. Or no more. 82 is what this would be.
Is the creature we're looking for, does it have bones?
No, it does not.
No, it doesn't.
Then we can skip all the cages with bones.
With bones in them, yeah.
So
it's got 3 arms, 3 arms, 3 legs, 3 eyes, and a huge fucking mouth in the middle of all of it. He's
Sounds
going
like a
to. You said it's how wide is it? 90 tall, 150 wide.
And you're on one side wall right now, and the top part doesn't have any of those grates. So like, if you flip the ship over, whatever was sitting on top of the cages is now on the floor. You're standing on the ceiling. It's now on the floor. It's also why it's bowed where you're standing instead of being flat. And it's also why there isn't a manifest here. You'd have to find where the actual opening would have been.
Well, no, if it was turned upside down, the curve would be above us, right? We'd be on the flap side.
Not inside, it would be flat. The inside would be flat, so you could walk on it. You're walking on the ceiling, which isn't flat.
Oh, because it's curved. Got it. Okay. Voss is going to take his staff, and he's going to
break it. I quit.
Yeah, fuck this amount. He's going to take it, concentrate for a minute, and then he's going to send a message down towards Kyle.
Okay.
Like, listen, mate, if you find a manifest, let us know.
Let's make a roll. I will spend the 1 hero point that Kyle has. Kyle, how many words do I get back? For message?
25. Hang on a second.
I think it is
the target can give. I don't even think it's that anymore. You mouth words instead. Blah, 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 blah. Target can give a brief response as a reaction or as a free action on their next turn if they wish, but they must be able to see you and be within range to do so.
So he says, the Risden found a manifest. It was buried under a bunch of boxes. He was looking through them. Said it looked like similar to a zoo he used to work at or something.
Wonderful. I'll send message again because it's a cantrip. Wonderful. What number is the Zorn under?
A Zorn. Going through it. Risden says that 75.
Right, we're at 30 something down here, so it's
80.
probably
You're at
either-
82. It's upside down. You're at 82.
Oh, we're at 82. Mm-hmm. Towards the front.
Yeah, so basically the numbers would start at the front of the ship and go back, and you're on the 80th level of the 8th row of cages tall.
Oh, so we need to go back the other way.
You would need to go up a row and back towards where you came.
Got it. How tall is that?
You're 90 foot down. It's 10 foot until the first row of cages. 10 foot up to the first row of cages, which would be the 8, level 8, level 7, level 5, level 4, level 3, level 2, level 1, because it's upside down.
Got it.
So you need to fly or spider climb, is what I would tell you. Or something
Got
something along those lines. Or hook up a pulley system, whatever you
Well,
want to do.
if it's 10 feet away from us, it's my head's barely under it. I can just reach up and grab it.
Yeah, it's on the
Climb.
walls.
Yeah.
You could grab and climb, but he can't. I mean, I guess you could hold on to him and he can climb, but climbing is slow unless you have a climb speed.
I don't have a climb speed.
So you could shine your light. You can see 60 foot up. Then you could count backwards from the front to get to where it was. 70, 75 is what I said, right? 75?
72.
72. So it'd be directly above where you are to 30 foot up, right where you are.
Cool. Mate, if I fall, catch me. And he's going to activate his Slippers of Spider Climb.
So you climb up onto Everston, climb onto the first row.
Yeah, I could just lift him up.
And you start climbing. So as you go up past the doors and you're like looking in them, there's some that have like in the first door and you open and close it, there's a bunch of bones and a staff, a spell book in the first one. And then you get to the
I'm gonna, oh, fuck,
no,
I can't get
you
those.
can't. As you open the 72 slot inside, there is a Zorn alive.
Oh,
Well, fuck me.
And it looks up with one eye and its head turns. And you see the other ones. And it goes, "Oh, are you going to get me out?"
That was my plan. Although
Excellent.
things have changed a little bit. Right. Shut the door.
The tremors, I assume from the tremors that I've been down here for some time.
You have, mate. You have.
the Frank
Can
House
you-
twist.
Open the door. And he like walks over to it. And like two of the hands go around the window, and like two eyes are like looking through the opening at you. One is like a bluish gem color, the other greens, and the other's a ruby.
God. Right. Hold tight. Close the slide. Like, right. Found it. Everston, this is the one we need to take.
My next question is, do you yell, but do you send a message back to your crew telling them to head back here?
To come down? Yes, I do.
All right. They start making their way back. Tov goes, 25 minutes.
Oh, we found it. We're good.
Ah, but it must clear the site and be on your ship by that time, or it's null and void. Fucking rules, man.
What kind of super sloppy double dare rule shit is that?
He bought an hour on one of the most expensive things in the Boneyard.
All right. You get an hour in the hotel room. You gotta vacate. I get it. More people need to come in.
No. It's more like we don't want you being able to look through this entire place and get what you want.
Why did I say that? That's gross. Okay, so
It's funny to me. So how do you want to do
We're
it?
looking for?
Yep, this is it.
Two of the fingers come over the window, and he tinks the bars. No reason, just what he's doing.
Cool.
Well, open the door for me.
No, we're gonna get you out, mate.
All right. Do I have keys?
No, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna get you out.
And he like sits down, and you see behind him there is just a ton of like rock and gems, and he's got little shelves in here that he's kind of fixed back up, and it looks like a small like jewelry shop.
I was wondering what he was eating.
And there's a lot of empty. There's a lot of empty, like gems and jewelry. Yes,
like Fox Robin Hood came up to Prince John the Lion and pluck, pluck, pluck.
Yep.
Figured.
What's the plan?
Everston, can you climb up here and pull this out?
Okay. No athletics
On my
check
way.
needed. Pretty easy for you to climb up. So the big toom toom as you're climbing up and you get to the door. Outside of it, there is a big central lock. There are 2 bars that come to it like this, so that when you would turn the key, it probably pulls the bars and unlocks that cell. Or I should say that cell, that chamber. It's really not a cell.
Does it open the door or does it release it from the wall?
Looking at it, it looks like that specific lock would open the front. It does look like these entire pieces slide out like a cargo container.
Got it.
That
Yeah,
you would
let's
have
do
to
that.
do something else to open it. So are you opening the end of the cargo container, or are you trying to take the cargo container? Because technically speaking, you only have the salvage rights for the Zorn.
Got it. Mate, are you going to let me take the whole container or am I just taking him?
Ooh, well, let's see. The shit of it is, it's technically
Since I
part
saved
of
your
the
life
ship.
and all.
Yeah, I don't get to rewrite things because you had a potion on you. So the shit of it is, you only technically own the Zorn. We didn't know if it was living or unliving, so we didn't put that in the line. So you're still good there. The technicality on the ship is the cargo of the ship is the ship's cargo. We own the right to the ship. You only have the rights to that fucking ugly thing in there.
Right, but technically that thing is still alive in there, so all its stuff is his because you didn't get to salvage something for something that's dead.
What it takes is its decision.
Right, slide it open. Mate, grab everything you can.
He holds up his fingers and he's got rings on them all. And he's like, and eats one. He's like, I don't have a lot left. But, and grabs a bag and holds it up and swallows it.
Alrighty.
Are you going to get me out?
Yeah, that's next. Step back for me.
Oh, wanders back into the shadow of the room. Now there's some the daylight in there, and a little tiny viewport. You just see the glimmering 3 oddly shaped eyes. People need to understand, a Zorn is fucking weird. It is like a oval shaped sort of thing with 3 legs, like an egg with 3 legs. And then 3 arms and like a spiral pattern on it. And the center of the top opens like a fucking mouth on a flower with eyes around it.
Imagine the eggs from Alien.
Yes.
If they had
eyes.
arms and legs
And eyes.
and eyes.
And eyes. And eyes.
And the eyes are like around the edges of it. And those are the 3 gems. So it backs up and you get like the 1 ruby gem. And it puts a hand over it because he doesn't know what you're going to do. He like slowly goes like this.
Like, so listen, mate. Here's the deal. I didn't think you'd be alive.
Am I not supposed to be able to hear you?
No, I'm talking to you.
Hello? No, it's open.
Can you hear me?
Hello? And he takes his hand off his eye and he goes, oh, sorry. Hello.
Right. So here's the thing, mate. I didn't know that you were alive. So I actually came to get what was left of you, your spirit. Because I was gonna.
I died 1, 2, 3 times I died.
Oh.
4 times. How many years has it been?
What?
58.
So you would know this thing crashed in 47. Or no, sorry. In 7. 10 years of darkness.
So
yeah, in year 7.
So
AS7.
it's been 51 years.
He goes, 5 times. Died 5 times.
How do you keep coming back?
He points up. There's a summoning symbol on the floor.
Just keeps you here?
Give me an arcane check from a distance. It's a little harder because you're not in the room.
I'll stick my staff in a little bit so there's light.
Okay, so it lights up the whole room now. I mean, Everston could stick that, but putting your staff in is probably the best bet. Did you cast light on it?
I just flick the switch.
Just poof. When it lights up, he goes like this and kind of covers and looks through.
Sorry, mate.
The whole room is a shop. There was a desk in the middle that has fallen, and he's like turned it into a makeshift sleeping rack. And the floor has got a summoning ring on it. Give me your arcane.
21.
It looks like it is a planar transportation glyph.
Wow. Okay.
It shines a little bit in the lights. Like whatever is painted on the floor to make this, it's permanent. Even in the crash, it's still intact.
Okay. I'm gonna study that for a second. And just kind of like memorize what I can.
You would know it goes the elemental plane of Earth.
Okay. Right. So here's the deal.
Yes.
Come with me when we leave,
Okay.
and we'll figure out something we can do to make things better for you instead of being in this fucking cage.
Oh, I'm not stuck here.
Oh.
I can leave. I just have to die to do it. And then I come back after a little time. Basically, the people who would summon me here to do sales haven't been here in 50 years. So I come back and check.
Oh, right.
Then I starve because I can't bring enough food to last more than 10 years. And then I go back home.
Got it. Well, I would like to possibly use your services if I can.
Okay. What gem were you looking to buy?
Well, we'll go over that once we get you out.
You can tell this guy, like, if you're talking on normal time, he is slowing everything down to a pause when he is talking. He is literally asking for
like an end.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, so I'm going to try and pick the lock on this thing.
Just open the door? All right.
There was a time when Bennett was with me that I would have been able to open this lock easily.
That is true.
I don't have that knowledge anymore.
It's all right, mate. It's a 5 tumbler. I got it. 30.
Awesome. I need both of you to make me reflex saves.
Okay.
Awesome.
Because somebody didn't look for traps.
These dice hate me today. I'm re-rolling with a 0 point.
I'm going to use hero point.
Oh
as
my
well.
god. I re-rolled a 2 into a 1.
I rolled a 2 into a 7. Fuck.
Okay.
Well, that's a 22 for me.
Hold on.
It's a 16 for me.
There's a puff of dust, like almost looks like gold flake and like ground like sawdust from cutting natural stone puffs out and fills the area. You do not dodge it. I now need fortitude saves. This was to see if you get hit by or not. Now that you have, I need one for the actual effect.
That's a lot better. 32.
Okay.
24.
Are you happy with 24?
It's about average. I don't know. I want to save my last hero point. Yeah, I'm fine with it.
All right. Voss, you hit it. It hits you. You start brushing it off your feathers as you clung to it. Everston, it hits you. And you see Everston, like, when you move, everything slows down. And I need you to make me... Well, I shouldn't say anything. First round, that's what happens. We're now into round-based. Second round, I'm going to need a fortitude save. And Voss, I want to know what you want to do. 3 actions each.
Can I roll a...
Yes, 1 action.
Can I roll some type of check to figure out what this was?
Arcane, 1 action. Unless you cast Dispel Magic, which will make it a little easier. If you don't, it's going to be a harder check.
Well, actually, I was going to cast Dispel Magic if I could.
Not Dispel.
Oh, Detect?
Detect. So you can tell what this is. This music is so good.
Yeah, I'll... Oh, yeah. If you can cast something as a special ability, can you up the spell slot of it?
I don't know.
Okay.
If it's a cantrip, it's usually automatically heightened. If it's a different type of spell, you would have to memorize it as heightened or have it as a signature spell. But if it's from an item, it would tell you what level they cast it at.
No, it is a cantrip. So
it's heightened.
Could I? So
it would heighten.
It's heightened. Okay.
Max level until we cast it.
Sweet. Mm-hmm. So I hit Detect Magic.
Okay, so action or 2 action?
That's 2.
So 3 actions, you're done. I need your arcane check.
Oof. That is also a 32. I rolled an 18.
You know it's flesh to stone, and it is a heightened version from a very powerful caster.
Got it. Does he need to worry about that?
He does. It's creature.
Oof. Okay.
You're done. Todd.
Yep,
Everston needs to make me another save.
Yes, I rolled a 34.
All right. So you slowed down. You could see, like internally, you can feel like something grinding and slowing everything down. Let's see here.
This really grinds my gears.
Yep, you're at slowed 1. It reduces it back down, but you critically failed last time, which put you at a slowed 2. So you saved this round, which puts you at a slowed 1. You have 3 actions. Is there anything Everston would like to do with those 3 actions?
No, I have 2 actions.
It's 2 actions.
Oh, you have 2, you're right.
Slowed 1.
No, you have 1 action because you make the save at the end of the round.
So I have 1 action. Did you manage to open that with that check, or did it just go set off and then we still have the door closed?
He unlocked it. Yep, it's unlocked.
Unlocked it.
Okay. He unlocked it.
Then I'll use my 1 action to open the door.
So you pull the door open, and the Zorn steps forward 1, and he goes, "Oh," and he goes, and a tongue comes out, and he starts licking the dust out of the air.
Oh.
And then that would go back to the next round. Voss, what would you like to do? He's still slowed 1 now.
Dispel Magic is 2. We'll check something real quick.
This is so bad. This is so bad. Flesh the Stone just became my favorite spell for Pathfinder.
Do I know if a Dispel Magic will get rid of
Yes, if you dispel it before its completion, yes.
All right,
Once
then
it is
I'm gonna
complete,
cast Spell Magic.
it will do nothing.
Okay, then I cast Dispel Magic.
Okay. Hold on here. Dispel Magic, everybody. We've not used Dispel Magic, I don't think, in this game yet, have we? All right.
I don't think so.
Cool.
Maybe?
I got it pulled up. Are attempting to counteract the check against the target. Counteract a magic item. Cause it to become mundane for 10 minutes. Does not change the non-magical properties. The target is an artifact or similar item. You automatically fail. So you are dispelling it. There is no... I don't see a roll. I don't understand how this goes. Here we go. You're counteracting. I have a DC. Yep, I got that. You are going to be rolling your spellcasting ability modifier plus your spellcasting proficiency bonus plus any bonus and penalties that specifically apply to counteract checks. Counteract is basically the new version of Dispel Magic in in PF2E. So you were trying to bypass this effect. I have a DC. You have to counter it. You have to meet it or beat it. And you get your spellcasting ability to it.
Is that my spell attack roll?
Spellcasting ability modifier plus your casting proficiency. So yeah, it would be the same thing.
Okay, so I have a plus 14 to this.
Oh, that's good. That's pretty good. Critical success. A critical, counteract the target as if the counteracting level is no more than 3 levels higher than your effect's counteracting level. So you can counteract a level of your level plus 3 on a crit. Success, counteract the target if its counteracting level is no more than 1 level higher than you. So a 9. I think you see where this is going.
Uh-huh.
Roll well, young Padawan. And you've used how many hero points so far? 2?
No, just 1 so far.
Just 1? Todd used 2. Everston has. All right.
I've used 2.
See what you got. See what you got here.
That's a 10 on the die.
So 24. Your Dispel Magic hits. And for a second, it flickers like it's fighting against something. And then I need Todd to tell me what he's doing with his 2 actions, and I need him to make me a saving throw. What's Everston doing with 2 actions? As you feel yourself still slowed, not at the normal speed that your autonomous body usually provides.
Can I use a hero point to reroll that or no?
Yeah, if you want to.
He's never really encountered anything like that. I think he might just assume that it's the area, so he's going to move back down to the floor.
So climb
Get out of that.
and drop.
Climb and drop, yeah.
Okay. So as he's climbing down and dropping, the 60-foot ball of light from Nero's lantern is still in effect. Are you spending an action point or a hero point or no, Drew? To reroll. I will tell you it is possible, but damn near improbable that you're gonna dispel this.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
All right.
I was getting at 20.
Nat 20 doesn't mean anything other than it's a critical effect.
Fuck me. I rolled a 10 again.
All right, he drops down and lands. Give me your save, Todd. I need Everston's fort save with one hero point left.
Got a 10 on the die. I'm not sure 26 is going to be enough at this point because you said how powerful it was. So I'll spend the last hero point.
Okay.
Pray I roll higher. Natural 1.
He turns to stone. Well Todd, you wake up inside the lantern. Now, your crew comes back to you. Like, all right. Yeah, I know. No, stop. You're not supposed to pick anything up, Kyle. Stop. And Tov looks back and sees the statue of Everston as he lands and turns to stone. And the Zorn gets out to the end and he goes, oh. And he starts climbing down the grate, the doors, to get down next to Everston, the statue.
Don't eat him. He's my friend.
Yeah, but he's stone right now. I mean, it won't be bad. He's not there anymore.
This is how you get your. This is how you get your Zorn spirit. You just blow him away so he doesn't eat me.
I haven't had flesh to stone in a long time. Has a very unique taste.
No.
Yes, it does. And the two walk up and they go, what is that? And they point at the Zorn. Like, you've probably shown them pictures before you come, but it's still not what you expect to see. And you're still up in the air.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to run down the wall.
So as you're climbing down and you're trying to stop him from eating, I need you to give me a diplomacy. And as you are making that diplomacy check against him, or intimidation, your choice, Tov goes, 15 minutes. And he looks at the statue. He goes, also, salvagers' rights.
Fuck you. No.
I already called it.
We do not get salvagers' rights.
It is. It's on my ship and is now an object. I definitely get salvagers' rights. That is the rule of the fucking Violet Clutch. Deal with it.
25 intimidation.
So the Zorn stops.
Neither of you.
He goes, oh, okay. Well, if you want to affect more, it's harder. The Zorn goes, all right, I won't eat him. Can I have just a finger?
Like, no!
All right.
Do either of you two have stone to flesh? Do either of you two know that spell?
Your two assistants, they look to each other and go, no. And so. Kyle's like, well, I mean, I could ask Dad to send me a spell.
It's not going to get here in time. I got 15 minutes.
What do you mean? He messages it to me. It's how it works for me. I need you to make me an arcane check.
Fuck. 20.
He's a warlock. A witch. He's a witch, a male witch.
See. Yeah. Can you cast it now? Do it. Do it right now.
I have to say his name.
That's fine.
Tov goes, oh, what's this? He goes, oh, my dad is the director, was originally the director of the Emerald Order. He's been promoted. He is now the lead of the Emerald Order. So, hold on. And he whispers something in another language. Can you please put your languages on the screen for me? The two, actually, just Voss. Just Voss. No one else is going to see this on screen, but I can. In Veritas, he sends a message to him. He gets a spell back. He's like, I'm going to need 10 minutes. I got to study it.
Do it. Do it now. Do it.
He sits down. He opens up a spell book. There's an eye on the outside of it. He opens up and sets it down. The pages flutter, and he starts studying some weird Veritas writing inside the book.
Okay.
Risden goes, you've been holding back, man. We've had a lot of drinking conversations. You've never told me.
Let him
He's
focus,
like,
Risden.
Studying. He's like, oh, all right. And Risden just walks around. He's like, I've seen Flesh to Stone before. This is permanent. You realize that, right? As that is said, the camera flashes to the inside. You wake up in the center of Merrifield, in the purgatory realm. You show up on the river that flows through the center of Merrifield. There isn't one on the real map, but there is inside the lantern. And as you float up on shore there, there's some people who walk over, Earthguard, that are stationed here and taking watch. They go, oh, Everston. And they reach down to grab you. What is your constitution bonus?
plus 3.
Counts as one of your 3 deaths.
Oh, come on. All right.
So as that happens,
That can't be good.
they're like, why did you show up on the river? And you're like, you're in spirit form. You're not, like normal when you come in here. That's what it looks like. And was this 10 months in? Ooh, which would Pryor be in here still at this point? He would be. Or is that the beginning?
I pulled him out
All
before.
Right. That's the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I would say Nero would show up and say, "Son, who killed you?"
Didn't feel like it, like dying. It was some powder, a trap.
Oh my. Well, you'll have to rest for a little bit before we can repurpose you, but I'm sorry. I wasn't aware of what was going on. The lantern was active. I didn't see anything hostile within the glow. I am sorry, son. And he's like brushing the water off of you and the ectoplasm off of you back into the river of Styx that goes through Merrifield. With that, the camera fades back into the black. Green washes over as the light is still coming from the statue and the core. The one thing that did not get turned to stone. 10 minutes later, he finishes. He's like, all right. My father says that casting this on it should technically reverse it. But there's a chance it's not going to work. Tov goes, 5 minutes.
Cast it.
And the Zorn goes, so if it doesn't work, can I eat him? I'll be happy to do whatever you want if I can eat him. And he sits back down. All right, so we are going to be casting, we did flesh to stone, and now we're going to be doing, is it stone to flesh in this system?
Yes. I would imagine.
Stone to flesh. Is it an auto reversal? Fundamental matter? It is. As you're talking to your father, you start to dissolve as he is rubbing the rock off of Everston's body, turning him back into the machine he was, and your soul is snapped back into your body from the river of Styx. So you did not die. Lucky. You're considered dead while you're in a petrified state until unpetrified. As you get snapped back through, and Nero, you start hearing Nero's voice echo in you, and the Zorn goes, "Aww," and he starts picking up the fragments of stone on the ground and like eating them and pocketing them into like little skin pockets. He's like shoving the stone in like these little stone skin pockets, and he's eating all of the sloughed off stone on the ground. And Tov goes, "Wow, this is one fucking hell of a trip. Let me tell you, I was not expecting any of this." And he picks up some of the stone. He goes, "Stop eating that. You can't eat that." And the Zorn goes, "But why?" And he's eaten like half of it in 3 actions. Like a Hoover vacuum cleaner.
I see you brought the castle above the clouds. Very clever. Get it? Because I turned stone. Anyway.
So what do you want to do, the group of you?
Right, let's go.
The Zorn goes, "Where are we going?" He goes, 3
What
minutes.
happened?
You turned to stone, mate. Luckily, this one didn't eat you, but we gotta get him out of here now.
He taps the floor. He's like, "It's all metal. I can't move through this."
Right, we gotta walk.
And he walks. It's so bad. The movement speed for these creatures
Oh God, what is
is
it?
20 feet as he starts waddling and following after you. And Tov goes, "I need to know if I'm going to adjust the contract for more time, or he just fucked. It's got to be off the ship."
May I carry you?
Huh? Oh, I've never been carried
Say yes.
before.
Say yes. Yes,
Never been
say the word
lifted
yes.
off the ground. Give me a diplomacy if you're trying to get this thing to say yes.
It's a 19.
Would you like to use your last hero point?
Nobody tosses a Zorn.
Nobody tosses a zone.
I would say Kyle and Risden would both go, say yes, come on. They assist you. They don't crit, but they do assist you, so you get a +1. So that would have been a 20. My question to you is,
20.
do you want to use a hero point?
No, I think a 20 is going to be enough because he seems pretty nonchalant about fucking everything. So I'm going to try.
You know a lot about them,
20.
and you know they are extremely stubborn. You know a lot about Zorn. You did your studies.
God damn it. Yes, I'll fucking use it. I needed a 15, didn't I?
I'm not saying what you needed.
23.
You need a 20.
24 with their assist.
Their will is a 13. You needed a 23.
With the assist, it was a 24.
So he goes, I've never done that before, I guess. And he like slowly starts closing the 10-foot gap between Everston and him.
Everston, let's go.
And you grab. And Kyle looks at you and goes, Dimension door?
Fucking what? No.
Yeah,
we need to talk later.
I think that's just a single person, is it not?
I don't think so.
Oh, well then, I won't argue. Sounds good to me. Let's bolt.
Let's double check it for the sake of the show.
That's why it's such an FU when Allie used it with Ms. Fox.
What is it? What is it called now? Is that called Dimension Door?
Peace. I'm out.
No, it's called Dimension Door.
It's Dimension Door. The higher level version of it is practically like a short range teleport.
Yeah, heightened is 5th level.
I'm gonna refresh the page.
Opening a door that bypasses normal space, you instantly transport yourself and any items you're wearing and holding from your current space to a clear space within range. You can see.
He can see the hole in the ceiling.
If this would bring another creature with you, even if you're carrying an extra dimensional creature, the spell was lost.
So he couldn't bring anybody else then?
No, but he could send him up to the ship.
Oh, would you like me to do that?
Isn't it the caster? He could go up there himself to get things prepped, lower down the crane or whatever.
There is the crane. The crane's already down here in the center, but you're not going to make it to the crane in time. It's too far. You need to buy time or find a way out fast.
Mate, you picked him up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Haste.
Fuck yes.
Run.
So 1 action to pick him up, 3 actions to run. My question to you is, are you a faster climber than a crane coming out? Or are you going to yell up to Riggs and tell him to fly? If so, I need to make a pilot check to get you out without fucking slamming it into the hole. All right. So you run to it, and Tov goes, 1 minute, as he gets on the crane. He goes, 1 minute, 59, 58, 50 fucking 7.
Run to the crane, 56. Grab the crane. Riggs. Whoops.
Riggs, fly up now.
Through the squawk box, it like goes through the cable. He's like, all right, Everston, flying. I rolled a 1.
Fuck.
I have 1 hero point.
More than I have.
I rolled a 6. As he flies up, you can tell you're going to crush into the top of it, and the Zorn goes, oh, this is going to be very bad. As he's talking, you're getting ready to hit. I need an athletics check from you, not to crush into this thing as you try to make your way through the hole.
28.
So as the camera pans down, all you see is that 60-foot globe of light going up, and it watches and follows as you're going up. As you're gonna hit, you jump and dive through the hole. With the Zorn, you needed a 25 because he's heavy as shit. He is 600 pounds. As you jump through, and we will cut there for the day. So, thank you everybody for joining us for this episode of Side Quest. I do have one thing we're gonna do. We're gonna flash. Actually, we shouldn't end there. We flash away. And think about this. Back at the Emerald Order, a week later, when you fly back, Everston, Voss, the 2 trainees, and the Zorn. The Zorn is teaching you how to make an extra dimensional pocket. He went home, fucking brought a dead Zorn back for you, and gave you the spirit.
Baller.
Technically speaking, he ate the other Zorn and then spit out the spirit in a gem for you.
What is this dude's name?
The Zorn?
Yeah.
Ooh. That is a good name. He is... here's how I make Zorn names. Ready?
Smash the keyboard?
Nope. Zevordivian.
Wow.
Xerordivlin.
Start over. Jesus Christ.
Xevordivlin. Zevordivian.
Wow, all right. Thanks, Zev.
Oh, you're welcome. What are you doing with the spirit of this long-forgotten Zorn who once stole 3 emeralds from me in a match playing chess 200 years ago? I finally found him and ate him and brought him here for you. That's his eye.
Note to self, Zorns hold grudges.
Incredibly stubborn.
Grudges are what make a Zorn's day complete.
Well, mate, you're in luck because I'm going to use the spirit to make something that can, better help us in our adventures and our duties.
Oh.
So he will be put to use.
Oh, that's good. He was worthless before. Like a cracked
There you
gem,
go.
he served no purpose.
Wow.
Besides
that's
food.
not true, mate. I was going to say, you can still eat a cracked gem, can't you? It still has some purpose.
This city you have that we went to earlier, Merrifield, am I allowed to eat the debris left there? All the stone.
I would say no, because there's a lot going on in the stone there currently. However,
Could you come with me and mark them? It'll take about 30 days.
If you'd like to enter Merrifield,
Yes.
there are people there who would be able to direct you as to what is consumable and what is not.
I would love to do that. And as that's happening, the 2 assistants come over and they've set down these 5 drums that are compacted together. And there's a spot to set the gem in for the dead Zorn soul. And there's 3 hands that come up and hold the drum. And it looks with a blueprint on the wall that the camera says. What does it say on the wall for the 2 items? The one that Everston already has and the one that you're building. What did you end up labeling them and naming them?
Those say, the one of the gun is labeled Calcor Curiosity Calcor Curiosity Cannon.
And what is the new one you're making? This hopper.
The hopper, which is proprietary, is labeled Calcor Curiosity Sorter.
And do we want to tell people? Well, let's make the roll. Let's see if this works. Let's make the roll first. You have a DC 26 that you need to make right now. Everston, you need to at least assist him. Don't you have something to making assisting people easier?
Yes, and it would be Voss would be my ally for the day for that.
Right.
So
are you? And what does it lower the DC to for you?
I need to get a DC 15 instead of a 20 in order to aid.
So 25 crits for you.
And a Yeah, and I got a 23.
Would you like to use your last hero point?
I spent all my hero points.
Oh, they're all gone. All right. So you give it a +1, right?
Right, +1.
You need a 26 with all of your tools and everything.
I need, and I get a +3 from the Emerald Order because I'm doing it here?
Correct. You would get a +3 from the Emerald Order. So a 4 bonus in total.
+4 for everything.
What's your total bonus? 14 originally?
16. So I have a +20 to this roll.
And what's the DC?
26.
We don't know.
26.
26. That's not bad. 6 or higher. Come on.
Say it out loud. What is wrong with you?
I want to point out,
God,
you have no hero points left, correct?
I
Voss?
know I have no hero points left. Todd, do you have one you can play? Do you have a card?
No, I'm out. I spent my 3. I still turned to stone. Listen, before you roll. If it doesn't land 6 or higher, we'll scrap this side quest. No one will ever see it, and then we just do it again. You'll be fine.
Oh God.
What do you got, Drew?
God. I rolled a 10.
Okay.
So that's a 30. That's a 30.
So you piece it together. All of you weave it all together. You lock them in place. You set the gem, and the gem blinks. Like there's a lens inside that blinks.
Is this part a crafting check or a fettering check?
This is crafting for this. It's already fettered.
Oh, to the gem. Got it. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, 30.
If it would have broke, 30. If you would have broke, then you would have to make a fettering roll to fix this problem, or it would have came out. So that would have been a totally different problem. So as the eye blinks a couple times, it's lit, and you see the drums form, and you've loaded it. So we're not going to let anyone know other than ever-ready arsenals now fill this drum. So expect him to be shooting a lot of people. And now...
Like a weather vane.
Yes, like a weather vane. That is it for the day's adventure, everybody. Thank you for watching SideQuest. I hope you guys all enjoyed this as much as we do filming them. I got to use art from fucking 10 years ago for the Boneyard. 20 years ago from the Boneyard?
Well, wait. No. It was
10 to 15. 15. It was in 12. So 10 years. 10 years. 15. It's not 15, it's 10 years. I did... Sunder Studios was like 2011, 2012. Pretty sure. Sunder Studios was after Forever Interactive. So
I left Chicago 2011.
Yeah, I know. I was doing this before I knew you for Sunder Studios. Oh, not knew you. Sorry. It doesn't matter. It is over 10 years. I promise this art's over 10 years.
It's over 10 years. Just closer to 15. Look it up.
So
our timeline is as confusing as these side quests.
This is the piece of the concept art you all got to see that is something that will eventually get put into the setting book when it comes out. So thank you everybody for watching, and what I can tell you is if you're watching this right now, the patches are live. So go to the link below and go pick up your patch that is now for sale. Some numbers have already been chosen, but there are a lot of them there. And thank you, everybody, for supporting EFP and taking the adventure of Athontia with us in the Gravelighters. And as always, beware, or the darkness will find you. Hey everyone, look up. Thank you for watching this episode of SideQuest, and we have something special. The Season 1 WARLANTERN patches are finally here. Glow in the dark, only 95 limited run. It comes with a card of authenticity, and we are excited finally to have it in our store. Link down below. And remember, like, subscribe, and share it with all your friends, because when we hit 1,000 subscribers, we have something special to give away.